So here is the Funtech Water Rocket 3. So I'm going to test it out. So in the box, you will find an instruction manual. It is a pretty basic instruction manual. You get a screwdriver, a hex driver, and a wrench, a spare propeller, a USB charger, and a 7.4 volt, 750 milliamp hour lithium ion battery with a JST plug. And you get a boat stand, and also you get this little rubber protector that goes over the nose of the boat. I kind of like that design. Usually you find this like real big and bulky nose protector, and this one is a little bit smaller, more streamlined. It actually looks pretty decent on the boat. The only thing is with the design of it, it actually doesn't stay on, and it kind of like just rolls off the front of the boat, so it would make it pretty easy for you to lose that. And then you get this transmitter. It has steering rate, throttle rate, and steering trim. Pretty nice controller for the price. Foam padded wheel. So let's open it up and we'll take a look inside. There you'll see the 3-wire servo for your rudder controls. And then you'll find the receiver ESC combo. And then it's powered by a 370 brushed motor with a water cooling system. Now this is, it's a tight squeeze. You really have to force it in there, and then you just plug the JST plug in, plug it in right like that, and you see the ESC is on. It's looking for the controller. You turn the controller on and we have a bind. Now this does not have a safety switch where if it's in the water it powers on, so just be mindful of that. Don't hit the throttle while you have your fingers near there. So you just put the cap back on. Now this has auto self-righting. The way it's designed, it's supposed to just flip right back, right side up. So let's test that right away. We put it in the water upside down, see what happens. Flips back over, try it again, flips back over. Let's test it out a little further here. Give it a good flip. And right side up. Now let's bring it back. And one more time. Okay, so that does work. It seems that it doesn't want to stay upside down. It'll flip right back over. All right, let's get it out in the water and test the speed, test the handling. Let's turn the throttle rate down. Let's turn it down to 1 just to see what it does. Same with the steering. Let's turn the steering down to 1. So that's 1 on the throttle. Oh, the steering's at 1. It barely wants to turn. Let's turn the steering up to about 5. See how that does. Okay, that's a little better. And let's turn the throttle up. Let's turn it all the way up. Let's see what it has. And let's turn the steering all the way up. Okay, steering's up, throttle's up. Let's see what it has. Whoa. Okay. You see the water coming out the side there, so the water cooling system works pretty good. Wow, this thing zips across the water really good. Nice tight turns. There's your left turn and your right turn. Right turn isn't as hard as the left. Wow. I cannot believe how fast this actually goes. Jeez, for 30 bucks. This is 30 bucks. I can't believe it. This has an out of range warning. So like if you start getting out of range, it'll beep and it'll tell you. Maybe you saw my last video. It didn't have an out of range warning, and I had to wait about 2 hours for it to float till I could get close enough that it gets in range. I'm just gonna run this down along the shore so that way it stays close enough that I can somehow get it back in range if I do lose signal. So let's see how far we can go until we get a warning, if we get a warning. Now the GoPro, because it's in wide mode, it always makes it look further than what it is, but I'm pretty far out there. I'm probably I'm probably more than 300 feet for sure. Now I'm getting getting pretty far away. Now I'm getting a little nervous. I'm not getting a warning. Oh, there it is. You hear that beep? And I did drop signal for a second, but I am getting it closer, bringing it back. All right. So that's good that the outer range warning works. Wow, I was pretty far out. I could not believe how far I got. I was getting a little scared there, but bring it back, we'll mess around with it. Yeah, I'm completely impressed with this so far. Ooh. So it does have reverse as well, as you can see here. So we do go in reverse. So let's just mess around with this, see how long we get the battery, like see how long a runtime is on the battery, and see if it gives me a low voltage warning, because it's supposed to do that as well. They claim that this is also waterproof, the electronics are waterproof, so we'll just have to pop the lid when we get it back, see how good that lid seals, and see if it stays dry inside. Yeah, this is not a bad boat at all. $30, and this gets you into the RC boating world, which if you haven't tried it, it is fun. And this is a cheap, inexpensive way to get into it. They could honestly sell this boat for more than what they're selling it for. So I'm just out here going back and forth, trying to kill this battery just to test out the low voltage. While I was running it, I must say, again, this is a pretty good boat for the price. Unbelievably priced well. So I will leave a link to this boat down in the description if you're interested in picking one up yourself. I do notice it is slowing down a little bit, so I have a feeling that we're going to be at low voltage very soon. But they claim that this goes 30 kilometers per hour, and on a charged battery, I would say that it probably is pretty close. That's probably a pretty close estimate, because that's about 18.6 miles per hour. And yeah, when I first started this, oh, there it is. We have low voltage. So what happens with low voltage is you get a beep on the controller, and then it cuts the power to the boat. So that way it kind of reserves battery enough to get back to you. So let's shut this off because it's getting a little bit annoying. And like I said, let's open this up and just see how watertight this is. There's not a drop of water in it. There is a rubber seal around here, and it does seal pretty good. Just another thing to put in the plus column for this boat. So let's see everything that's good about this boat. Well, you have the auto self-riding, you have great battery runtime. I was just going back and forth for a while just trying to run this battery out, and I got well over 10 minutes with this. Another plus is, like I said, the steering rate, throttle rate, and the trim on this controller. But it handles great. It has good speed for its size. For a little brush 370 motor, it has good speed. We tested the range, and the range is really good, and if you get too far out, it tells you. Also, then you have the low voltage warnings. I can't find anything wrong with this boat. So that was the Funtech Water Rocket 3. I highly recommend it. So that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click that subscribe button so that way you can join me when I check out the next ready to run RC.